Okay, now it should be live streaming and it should be muted because I already muted it. So I got this from NYX and it's Plump Right Back, and it's a plumping serum and a primer that's got electrolytes, which is nice. So I'm going to give that a try. And I actually tried yesterday and I did 2 pumps, and that was entirely too many. And so today I'm just going with 1. And if the picture is dark, you can catch me on YouTube. I'm live over there. So, all right. I do like the way this primer feels. It's a little bit, I don't want to say tingly, but like I feel like you can sort of feel the plumping action. So with that being said, though, I'm also still using the Tarte Putty Primer because it's so great at pore filling. So let's see. Yay, y'all let me know in the chat if you've joined me over here. So, all right, with the Plumpy Primer. So this morning I opened and started the new bioavailable Myco full spectrum blend of 8 mushrooms, which I'm like, the research that I've done on it and all of the reviews are amazing. So I'm super looking forward to seeing how I feel and if I notice the benefits. I was reading the reviews on it. So that NYX primer is like pilling a little bit, which I'm not super loving. If y'all are, okay, so I do have people watching on YouTube. If you're joining me on YouTube, just say hi in the chat so I know that you're there. I'm going in with my BB tint that is Lyra Clinical, and I was asked about this. I can send you a link, or it is something that as a licensed esthetician that I do sell. So if you want it, you can buy it from me directly. It's not MLM. It's the skincare line that I have sold for, gosh, I don't know, like 8 years or something now. Maybe longer. So because it's a BB tint, I put it on with my hands instead of with a brush. But I have found that it's enough coverage for me, which kind of surprises me because usually I like Laura Mercier's and it's a full coverage. But I do go in with a couple layers because this is buildable. I'm not really loving how the NYX is peeling. Okay. So let's see. The mushrooms. I have so many tabs open on my computer to talk to you guys about this. Oh, and I also, that too. So where is it? So how is y'all's week going? Is everything chilling? I have been watching, okay, let's see. This How to Grow on YouTube course. I'm doing multiple courses right now, which is actually kind of crazy because of the time that it takes to just sit down and watch a course. And for me, if I'm going to work with somebody, I really like to work with them live, because I just do. That's what I prefer. Like, and I think it's that people buy courses and then don't finish them. And I really, really believe that the way you get real results from working with somebody is through consistency and by accountability of showing up and being there, and also by engagement and interacting. So I don't have a pre-filmed course, although that is something that I have been giving a lot of thought to, because why not? But I still would show up live, like I would still do a live thing. So, oh my God, I can't believe it. Okay. So the mushrooms, they are supposed to offer all day energy, laser sharp focus, and deeper sleep. They're made with real organic mushrooms, not mycelium grown in the lab. I'm not sure what that means or why that would be bad. Guaranteed potency. They're organic. Strengthens your defenses and restores your balance. Overcome fatigue and sluggishness. Love that. Sharpen cognitive function and elevate your mood. Discover the natural fountain of youth. I think that sounds amazing. What do you guys think? Does anybody, y'all let me know in the comments, does anybody take mushroom? When I say that, take mushrooms. Actually, like either microdosing psilocybin or just like this one's got, let's see, lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, and then shiitake, maitake, tremella, cordyceps, and chaga. So there are quite a bit of mushrooms in here. And I know, Angel, that you have them in a, she has them in a powder. And so like when we have gone to get smoothies, then she takes them in and gets them put in her smoothies, which makes so much sense to me, because otherwise I don't know what you're going to do with a mushroom powder. It's just the way I see it. So I figured that trying them in capsule form would be better. Mushrooms are not my favorite food at all. Like the texture, I don't know, it just gets me. I do like portobello mushrooms, and like the baby bellas, because the texture is kind of meaty. But as far as like those white mushrooms or like mushrooms on pizza, I don't like the texture. So anyways, that's how I feel about that. But they apparently have such incredible health benefits for people who have ADHD. Hello. So I'm giving them a try. And what else am I trying? I'm trying so many things. So also I've got the collagen here. I am going to try that. I have this contour I'm using is Rare Beauty, and it's really light, but I bought it online and it's a contour stick. Like, what are you going to do? Send it back? Like, you can't. So I'm just going to use it but I don't really feel like it does much. You know what I mean? So there's that. And it's another chilly fall day here. Like, I know that it is going to be sweater weather for just like a little bit longer. And then probably at Halloween, it'll be shorts and t-shirt weather before we actually get into fall. That's just how it usually works around here. So I have found, are y'all on Threads? Let me know in the comments if you are on Threads. I have found so many people on Thread. I think it's really weird, actually. Like, at first, I got on it like pretty much right away. Just at like the group of creators that I am in. Like, we all just hopped right on it, and most of them, from what I can tell, like from our conversations when we do our group calls, most of them like get on it very sporadically. And I am trying to be more consistent with it because I really like it. But all of a sudden, the people that are popping up in my threads are completely different than who was popping up before. And I don't know why. And I'm trying to sort of figure out how to shift that back to some of the people that I was really enjoying following. But with that being said, I have found some new people that are really interesting. I'm not going to have enough water for this. Will get ready with me, which is neat, because it just goes to show, like, there's so many people on the internet, you know, and there's just so many people out there, and the chances of you finding your people, like, you really have to, I feel like, sometimes go down a rabbit hole to find somebody that like could possibly connect with you and change your life. And there's one guy that I follow who's hilarious, and I can relate to all of his content. He's a dad about my age, and he does a lot of videos like about his music, like music from when we were growing up, and like versus his kid, and then parenting. And I don't talk about parenting on here, but his stuff, I really like it. And so I comment on it, and he hopped into my DMs and complimented me on my content, and I was like, how did you find me? Because my content is not really relevant, I don't feel like. Well, I don't know, you never know what somebody's going through, but most of my content, I feel like, is geared towards women. And so but we had a nice chat, and it was really nice. Nice when people find your content and enjoy it, because that is, part of why I put it out there, is for people to watch and to enjoy it. And I hope it helps people and makes people laugh, or helps people get through whatever it is that they're going through at the time. So, and then also work with me if they want to. And so, I don't know, it's just funny. The whole online thing is so funny because it's just so big and there's so many things. So, another thing I tried this morning, that I've gotten, are these Embody Sun gummies, and they are skincare gummies. So I'm not really a gummy person, but they don't have sugar in them. And so I was like, sign me up. I don't usually take supplements. I feel like I eat really healthy and I feel like I get a lot of what I need from my food, but I don't know. Lately, I just maybe I haven't been, and so I'm trying these things and seeing how I feel. What does it say? They say edible resilience, and who doesn't want resilience? So last night I went live, and I know Elizabeth was on, and but I don't know, Kirsten, I don't think you were, or Angel. And I was talking about this other course that I'm taking. Y'all, I love it. Like, I have not laughed so hard at myself, like, not in a mean way, but because I was having fun. Oh my gosh, I forgot concealer today. Oh no. Oh no. And I already put on my powder. I'm just gonna have to do it. Oh, let's see how it's gonna turn out. Y'all, it's okay. You know, you're supposed to do all of your cream stuff before you do your powder stuff, or it can get a bit cakey. And I've got some serious dark circles and my nose gets really red during the day. So we're just going for it. How funny is that? Oh my goodness. It's like so important. You know, like some people wear very little makeup but they always seem to wear concealer, you know? It's like, well, I wear a little concealer and some blush or something, or like lipstick and concealer, but concealer because concealer. All right. How's this going in? Let's see. How's it working out? Hello. Welcome to my hot mess of a get ready with me. Oh, my Lanta. I can't even with this. Okay, it's kind of working. It doesn't seem to be taking up or causing any big problems. All right. Oh, the course. Okay. Y'all got to keep me back on track when my ADHD comes and I forget what I'm talking about. So the course that I'm doing is called Perfect Poses, and it's by Kamala. I actually messaged her because I was like, how do you say your name? I want to say it right. Kamala. And I found her through a business coach that I have worked with off and on for like 5 years, who has a great podcast called, I'm trying to do two things at once, called Rich Queen. And she interviewed her on her podcast. And that coach is Leanne Lopez Mosley. I think her handle is at the Leanne Lopez Mosley. And it's really, really cool and amazing because I've been and worked with her and became friends with her. And it's really incredible to see how far she's come and how much she has grown since I started working with her. Like when I started with her, she had a group membership where she went in and did Facebook Lives every week. And I think it was like $32 a month or something. And now she's making millions. And it's incredible. And she's really neat. But it's funny because now she's got this team. She was the only, a solopreneur. And now she has like a full team. And if you check out her Instagram, because it is very high end. She does so many photo shoots and she looks amazing. They are super professional, but like her personality just shines through in all of the captions and everything. She's just one of the like sweetest people. She's so near and dear to me. So anyway, so Leanne Lopez Mosley, she's on Instagram as like the Leanne Lopez Mosley or something like that. And then Kamala K is on Instagram as Kamala K. And actually, I tagged her in my stories earlier. And so she is a modeling coach. And she works with models all over and teaches people how to pose. So she has come up with this course that is perfect poses. And so if you do any sort of photography, like if you do brand shoots, if you do a lot of like family photography, if you're a photographer, if you just want to take better pictures, I highly recommend this course, and it is not very expensive right now because it's the first time that she's running it. And so you can, there's a pay in full and a payment plan option, but both are extremely affordable. Like I was shocked. And she goes through all the, let me pull it up so I can tell you what all she goes through. She goes through like strategy and posing, growth, like confidence, and has a mindset, which you guys, I know I love. And actually I had a conversation with her and she asked me very specifically if I had done the mindset portion of the course, because it's right at the beginning, right? And it says, and she says in there to go all the way through it, not to skip around, which I think is a really wise thing to say if you want to people to go through your course in a very specific way. And so I was like, yeah, of course. I mean, everything I do, my whole life has changed because of mindset and everything. I am a mindset. You have to, like, that's what, it's personal growth and development is what I do. And you have to decide, you have to change your mind. Like you have to, in order for me to get rid of my bulimia, in order for me to like recover from alcohol, like I had to decide to quit. And so it's all mindset. And then you have to learn how to live with that decision. And that is, one big area that that I love to help people with. So but she said, it was so funny, she said, some people I know think it's silly or ridiculous. And I was like, really? Like, it's my whole life. It's my world mindset. So anyways, so it's funny when, I do like purposefully surround myself with people that um, are somewhat like-minded. And so being in the personal development world for so long, like I can't imagine thinking that mindset is dumb. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. Do you work on mindset like consciously? Are you consciously aware that you do mindset work? Yes or no? Just leave me a note in the comments. And then, okay, and then I'll tell you more about our course. So, but I want to know if you do. And I can see you guys watching. It's a little bit hurtful if you don't answer my questions. Elizabeth knows that, like, in our group, if you don't talk, I will call your name because I know that I want to hear from you. Not all the time. Thank you. Right. So it's like part of your life, but not like constantly part of your life. I get it. And I think that's how it should be. I think that it like should be something that is done in baby steps and then it becomes integrated. And so then you just have shifted and changed. Does that make sense? So like you shouldn't always be thinking, I guess, about it, but it's my perspective on it is different, I guess. Trying not to skip any other major makeup steps. So, like, what am I doing? Also trying to do it a little faster. Okay, so back to the posing. So she is amazing, gorgeous, tall, like she's a model. Okay, she's a model. And at the like across the top, she's got pictures of her in these incredible poses, and they look so natural and so, oh, I don't even know really what to say. Like they're just amazing. And it's like, I want to look like that. Like I want to look at pictures of myself because how often have you, if you've done photo shoot or like even if you've done family photography, and then you get the pictures back and you're like, oh my God, like what was I doing there? Where was I even looking? What kind of face was I making? What was happening with my leg? So that was, one of the reasons, because I have done so many photo shoots for like brand photography. And then for a while I was selling Savvy athletic wear. And we did photo shoots all the time for that, which was like really, really fun. But I just ended spending so much money on athletic wear because it was all cute and they had new drops every Friday. And I kind of suck at MLM stuff, like asking people if they want to be on my team. I'm not really good with that. I would rather just sell myself, like the services that I provide. So like coaching or healing, like Reiki, energy healing, aesthetics, facials. I've done, a lot of like wedding makeup and things like that. Like, I'd rather sell that or like work with brands specifically, but I don't want to have to build a team. I don't know why. That's just always been a thing. I've always been like, who would I ask? And because also like when you do that, you ask them to spend their money to then sell that thing. And like, I don't know. Some people are so good at it and they make so much money and they go on these amazing trips. And I love amazing trips, but not enough to get me to build an MLM team, I guess. So, anyways, back to the photography course I'm taking, or not photography, but the posing course. So she teaches you confidence mindset building. And then she goes through lower body and then your upper body. What do I do with my hands? Have y'all seen Talladega Nights? With Will Ferrell, and like he's being interviewed by that reporter and he's like, what do I do with my hands? And they keep creeping up like this. And she's like, just put your hands down, sir. And he keeps creeping up like that. Like, I understand that. I get that. Even just taking any pictures, I'm like, what do I do with my hands? How do I hold them? And so then there's like these modules for your legs, modules for your arms, modules for your face and head, and then also modules for your curves. So like if you're curvy, and then she talks a lot about, because if you've done photo shoots, you know, they're like clicking away. They're taking like 30 million pictures in no time. And so there's like static, which is being still, versus movement poses. And then she even goes into like beach day, couples posing, fitness or athleisure, and then there's bonuses. So it's awesome. It basically teaches you everything about how to look good and pose in pictures. And let me tell you a funny story. So I, Good American right now, you guys, is such a cool company. Elizabeth turned me on to it. Well, I think I'd heard of it, but then she was the one that told me that those were the jeans that she wears, and that's all she wears, and she loves them. And they have open casting for their modeling. So I was like, I'm totally going to do that. And so, and I have taken modeling in the past down in Miami, but I'm 5'3", and I was not confident. It was actually like during a period where my eating disorder was still active. So I really, really wasn't confident, and I really didn't like myself. And so I was so self-conscious in the way that my body moved, in the way that it looked, in the way that it felt, that I couldn't do it. And so, but I did go to modeling classes, so I like learned stuff. And so there's some things, but this was also when I was in college. And so that was like 20 years ago, maybe a little less, maybe like 19 or 18. And so, anyway, so I took some pictures for the, for Good American, and I sent them in. And then when I was like having this conversation with her, I showed them to her, and she was like, I don't ever stand like that because it is uncomfortable and it looks really unnatural. And I was like, So I'm starting from zero, which is absolutely fine with me. Um, so yesterday I did this. Hey, Clayton. So yesterday and maybe the day before, I was taking it, and she really encourages you to do it with her, like stand up and move with her. And as well as, so like I had it set up, or I was watching on my computer, and I had my ring light and the camera or the mirror. Oh my God, y'all, I was laughing so hard at myself because watching her, she makes it look so easy. Like, how often have you tried something new, gotten out of your comfort zone, and somebody makes it look so easy? And then you try to move your body like that, and you discover that your body does not move that way, at least not easily right out the gate at first. And at one point, like Carlos came into the room and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna look so good in pictures." But um, but I was having so much fun, and it is certainly teaching me so much. So after this, once I nail it, I will do a brand photography photo shoot. Who knows? I might do. I've done a boudoir photo shoot, and that was really fun. But watch out, Christmas cards. No, I'm just kidding. We don't send on Christmas cards, but I used to. But we do take a lot of pictures, especially like when I'm with my sisters and family and stuff. Like, we were in Charleston, and I was looking through our pictures, and they're all just the same, and it just gets kind of boring. And so this way you can really spice it up. And look cool, which I think would make you feel cool. And then that would ultimately be it. And then also, obviously, if I'm casted for Good American, I will have some practice. I thought it would just be fun to do open casting for that, because I thought it would be fun. Seems like something fun. Okay. So I found another pink shirt that I'm wearing today, and it's cold outside, so I do have long sleeves that I had on top of this, but I got hot because my space heater. Carlos wanted to be in here yesterday, but made it too hot. So he kind of got over that and hung out in the living room. Instead, let's see. I'm gonna stick with neutrals on the eyes. Sometimes I don't wear eyeshadow at all, but I feel like I'm getting older and my eyelids are getting thinner. And I just feel better if I have something up there. I don't go all crazy like I used to with my eye makeup. Just so I don't know if you guys watch my stories, but yesterday I was talking about how I love me some Spanx leggings, like the leather ones, and I've got the camo ones on today that have makeup all over them now. And I've got the velour ones, and then I got some real pants, like cargo pants from them. And I was like, okay, I'm like covered with Spanx for the year. And they came out with some that are fleece lined now. And I'm cold all the time. And now I feel like that would be wonderful. And I feel like I need them. And I really thought like that I had gotten everything I needed from Spanx. And then they go do that. Like, how did they know? How did they know? Okay. Now I want to talk about some. Let me throw some healing stuff out there. One thing we did, the girls in the inner circle get a study hall call. And so on Friday, I pulled cards, and I haven't done that in forever, for the girls in the study hall. And that was fun. I used to go live and pull cards all the time, but I just, I don't really do that anymore. I just sort of, things shifted, and but I do think it's interesting every time that I do it because it always resonates. And so there's that. Let's see. So how are y'all feeling? How's everybody feeling today? Let me know how you're doing as far as like the energy. Like, do you feel like it's eclipse season? It's just a season. And so I feel like it's a lot of roller coastery energy right now. But for the most part, I feel like very positive, and I've been having a lot of really good days because I'm working a lot. So I feel really productive, and I got so much crap out of my closet that's really nice, but I still have to list it. So there's that. But this weekend when Charlie, the 14-year-old, was over, his girlfriend, I was like, do you want some clothes? And so she came through and went through all my clothes and took a bunch for her and her mother. And I was able to give her some stuff that I got in PR that I thought her mom would like, that wasn't really my shades that I hadn't used. So that was nice. Just sort of clearing out, getting ready, making like for the shift, right? For the next chapter. Always good to make space for that. So one thing that has come up for several people in my DMs, most are clients, let me do what's next, is they're experiencing a lot of synchronicities since the eclipse, since the solar eclipse. Let me know if you have been experiencing a lot of synchronicities, if you've noticed them. And then we're going to talk about them. And so if you're on YouTube, let me know, just yes or no, if you have been experiencing more synchronicities than usual since the eclipse. And la la la. because so synchronicities are actual like magical moments. I don't, okay, hold on. Can't do that and talk. I don't really believe in coincidences. So when things happen, hold on, I am getting into synchronicity. So, okay, just had to line my lips. This is a new lip color I got too. But okay, so synchronicities, they're literal magical moments. So it can, everything always depends on your perspective, the way that you feel when you experience a synchronicity. And so I find that it can be really surreal and exciting. And I love just talking about, like, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So what does it mean when you experience a synchronicity? This is what it means to me. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Yes. The new lip color, and I'm really liking this. So you're in alignment and you are on the right path. It's when your inner world and your outer world connect. And it really shows you how connected you really are to the universe. So here's some signs that you're in the middle of experiencing a synchronicity. So first we'll talk about what it is it's Carl Jung describes it as a meaningful coincidence. It's like a link from the universe, and it happens when an outside event aligns with something that speaks to your soul in incredible timing. So when, like, an example of a synchronicity would be when you are thinking about somebody and then they show up in some way. So either they reach out to you out of the blue, or you run into them someplace unexpected, and you've just been thinking about them. That is a synchronicity. Or, and this one has been coming up a lot, if you see your angel numbers repeatedly, so any sort of repeating numbers or specific pattern of numbers that mean something to you, that's a way that the universe is really showing you that there's a message that resonates deeply. So some people look up the numbers and what they mean specifically. And I do occasionally, but for me, mostly what I take it as is that I'm in alignment and I'm doing the next right thing. And that's it, right? Like that I'm in alignment, and whatever I was thinking about is something I need to pay attention to. That's how I feel about angel numbers. Your experience of synchronicity when you dream about something or somebody, and then they make an appearance shortly after. And it can be a person, it can be an animal, it could be a deer, anything. So that would be a synchronicity. So if something shows up in your dream and then shows up in real life, and then when, hold on, I mascara, but I need to get my eyelashes filled. Okay. Oh my God, my makeup is done. Hallelujah. Okay, so when a specific date aligns with something that holds a great significance. So like if something happens on your birthday, or if somebody's born on somebody else's birthday, or like you meet somebody with same birthday, like it's just a synchronicity. It's the stars are lined up, everything's in alignment, just as it should be. Another one is you hear a message and it resonates with your core, like, and then afterwards you hear it again through somebody else. So you hear a message and it like really hits home, and then you hear it again. That's the secret thing. Then also when you find yourself in the right place at the right time and you think to yourself, like, what are the odds of that? It's not a coincidence, it's a synchronicity. So those are some synchronicities. Now, so I need to get my jewelry because it's not right here. I can take my phone. I can't take the whole everything, the computer. So give me a second and I'll be right back. And then we'll keep going. I will take my phone with me and we'll walk over there, pick up my jewelry, which recently Melinda Maria came out with a pearl drop, and I, being from the deep South, like have always worn like my grandmother's pearls at Christmas and things like that. So I have always associated pearls with like very, very formal things, and with my grandmother. And now with this new drop, like she has them with like where you can see the chain, it's half pearls, half chains, with almost like her Gabriella earrings with the spikes. Like it's very edgy and very, very cool. Like I absolutely love it. And I was so surprised. So I did get a piece. It's not here yet, but I'm really excited for that. And so we'll go pick that up as well. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for speaking here. Okay, now y'all can help me pick it out. So I did order new, I had like a big old Fleur box, but I couldn't see everything in it. And so for Amazon Prime Day, which this is my first Amazon Prime Day, I got these like, whatever they are. You can put them in drawers, but I just have them stacked because I don't have any empty drawers. But they have everything laid out in front of me so I can see it, which I love. So I can pick that out. So I just have to decide what I want to do for today. This is my favorite part of getting ready for the day. So I have my rings on. I want to wear big hoops today. So what do you think? I'm gonna go either with I'm gonna start with necklaces. Okay. So I'm gonna start, let's see, I've got my favorite, my heart on. And then I'm gonna go in with her Eris necklace, the Thomas necklace. My dog's like begging to get out. That. And then I don't know what's gold chain. Oh, my other dog is getting fed and Maisie's going crazy. Oh, and then my other favorite, perfect. This is amazing. This is working out perfectly. So this is the carry chain, and I was really afraid it was going to be too big, like too chunky, but then I got it and I love it. Okay, so there's that, that's done. And I'm going to put these for my second row. The second hole. And here we go for this one. This one. Yeah, y'all seen this lunchtime. Yesterday, I did not finish getting ready because I had so much going on in the morning until 3:40 in the afternoon. 3:40, and that's when I started filming. This is let's see. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pause on that since I'm doing this on camera, and then using my favorite. I was so excited when I got these that I like screamed. So, oh, they're heavy though. Do I want to deal with that all day? The sparkling, I think is worth it. I used to wear so much glitter on my eyes, and I have cut back on the glitter because my jewelry is so sparkly. So I think that's kind of funny. Let's see.
Random Amazon product.
So, well, I'm all ready, and Mimi just messaged me, so I'm going to hop on my client call. Thank you so much for joining me and getting ready with me. I am going to I have Kamala's link to her course in the my stories, but I have the links for the mushrooms and for the gummies, your skincare gummies. I have those in my bio. And if for some reason the link in my bio isn't working, let me know, because that happened last week. So please let me know. Thank you for joining me. And I love you guys. If you have any questions ever, or questions about working with me, I'm putting up a post today. There's ways you can book a call in the link in my bio, or you can DM me healing if you want to join my healing group. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you so much love. And I will see you later. Maybe.